So welcome back everyone to another video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It greatly helps out the channel and keeps things ticking along. So this week, overall quiet week. We're just about to go bedding here. With the straw blower. So we call this the weekly update because this is going to be short. Because there's not a whole pile happening at the moment. It's just that quiet time of the year where it's just quiet. So we'll clean these out next week. So they do need a bedding, but they're not too bad. So they're actually on, I think that's some second cut silage, absolutely flying through it there. They're not doing too bad. So as I said, we'll clean them out there next week. But we had a sight of rain last night and this morning, like a sight of rain. Everything was just starting to dry up nicely, and all of a sudden then everything's back to sort of square one. It's very wet, it's very miserable. You can see the gap into the field here, full of water. But overall, the winter barley is looking well. Sorted out the crop of winter barley here. This was drilled first week of October. As you can see there is sort of a yellowy tinge off it. So the weather just playing havoc with it there a little bit. But you can see there it's well established. Pull up a crop here now. This did get sprayed, but so you can see it there establishing its roots. So a bit of possible slug damage there on that as well. So it's probably what growth stage, correct me if I'm wrong, 21 2, give or take. So yeah, it's not too bad. Hopefully the weather will take up a little bit. You can see the lines, you can nearly see the wheel marks, compaction there, tram line obviously. But yeah, overall it's alright, I suppose. Not great. This was sprayed. It got an aphicide, herbicide, trace elements, and a bit of seaweed. Some of it didn't. So it is a bit. Look, the weather has it under a bit of pressure there, just the dampness. But overall, it's well established and it's looking reasonably good for this time of year. So it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So yeah, as you can see the dampness there and the landing strip. But again, it's well established. Pull up the plant here now. So you can see it there. Nice looking plant. Little bit of disease pressure on it, maybe. This wasn't sprayed, was it? No, this wasn't sprayed. So see the lines, I don't know what drove out across it there. Anyway, but yeah, it's looking well. But again, just the pressure from the weather, unfortunately, is just taking its toll. So I see the river is up again today. It wasn't there this morning, but it came up. It's up there now anyway. You can see it out where the sheep are, and yeah, just the amount of rain that fell last night was unreal. That's just a quick look at the crops. But we were down at the mart there earlier on today, and we were looking at just, there was a few calves there and cattle. And calves, oh my god, is there going to be calves bought at all in the springtime? Jesus, they're making so money. Glad they were giving, you know, 500 for plus for whiteheads there. And then, but you could buy runners similar enough to these, maybe a little bigger, for, you know, €1,000. Make it make sense, lads. Make it make sense. How can you buy calves for €700 or €800? Feed them their milk, their meal, their hay, their straw, bed them, hold on to them, do all the work with them for that kind of money. It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. I know some lads will buy them and that's fine, but as a business sense, it don't make any sense to purchase calves at that price, like. So it doesn't. So I don't know, make it make sense, I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. But I think calves are going to be very hard bought this year. So there's bulls behind me, they're not too bad, they get a bedding now as well. All going well, happy out. Not quite fit yet, but hopefully they will. This blue tongue as well. Well, could scupper everyone's plans. But yeah, we'll keep on the positive side at the moment. But yeah, business sense has to be put on when buying calves. If it doesn't make financial sense, it definitely shouldn't be bought. Ronan bought a few runners there now and they're not too bad. I think he's bringing them back here to weigh them, so we might get a quick look at them. Other than that, fertilizer's in, so urea 29014. There is only potash there, 2 ton of 10525, and then you've Axan on the back. So nitrogen plus sulfur down the back. Trailers sort of half in the shed at least, so keep them under cover. Pillar straw there, some straw moving, so it's not too bad. We should get a shifting on straw now after next week. We get a bit more out for Christmas. And yeah, other than that then, if we do a bit of maintenance on the tractors now, they all need greasing, they all need just checking over, making sure the antifreeze is full. What else? Just greasing, just general tidy up, clean the cabs, wash them, service them. Well, no, we don't service them because they're under warranty. The dealer services them, so it's not too bad. Right, we get bedding these. Some bedding tractor. A bit of an overkill, some might say. But yeah, she's a grand old tractor for bedding. So you can see in there, one's on a floor chain, similar to a dung spreader. And then there's your sort of chopper and your blowers in front of that. Just feeds it in and up out the chute. So, good job now. So getting plenty of use over. So they're all happy out, fresh bait for them. Not be too bad, a bit of feed here now and they'll be happy. Right, so that's it for this week's video. It's going to be very short and not a lot happening, and it's just a few updates on the crops, cattle and whatnot. So again, just the time of year, not a lot happening. Just a bit of a weekly update, I suppose. So some third cut silage there now. It's absolutely lovely. Smell off it. They're absolutely horsing into them. So yesterday we were at the McHale factory there. Didn't video anything, obviously you weren't allowed. But yeah, some spot, some production, and it's amazing to see the machines as it comes in to when it finishes. So it was a good old day. Enjoyed it very much so. But yeah, that's kind of it for this week. There was a few loads of straw out. Bulls are still happy out over there. You would have seen a few loads of straw, as I said, but that's basically it. So look, I'm going to leave it there for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in next Thursday at 5 o'clock for another weekly update. So chat to you in the next one.